Alright, I think we're good to go. Is it actually? Yeah, looks like it is posting. Okay, cool. Alright, been a while since I played Captain Minister on stream. This is gonna be... I'm gonna pause things here because I'm actually really close to getting nuclear set up. I thought I wasn't gonna make it tonight, but I think I will. So there are a number of things I have realized. I am like pretty close to heavily in the end game. I have not moved forward in the research tree at all, but I have basically been working on getting a lot of infrastructure stuff set up. But there are some things that I have learned. So before I actually start talking about the nuclear and try to start that up, I figured I want to share that with you because there are some tips in here that I think people would find useful. One of which is the map border. So if you look, that does not look right. All the way up in here. And that's because, and I've marked it with the dump, if you look, it is the outer edge of the border of the map. Something to pay attention to because there are upsides and downsides of knowing this. One is that you don't have as much room for expansion as I originally thought, but it is good to know that that is there. However, bit of a problem. When you build this close to the border of the map, you can't build directly on it. So, okay, so if I were to take a belt and try to build it here... Wait, it's actually going to place? Oh, interesting. When I tried doing that before, it didn't work. Over here? Oh, so over here it doesn't work. Of course, maybe... Oh, so the pipes don't... Oh, well, no, even the belts are a little wonky. You can see it's trying to avoid moving along the edge of the map as much as possible. So yeah, it's a little wonky on the edge of the map. But the other reason why you want to avoid this is, as I've discovered, is for your ships. Shipping mid to late game is going to be far more important than anything, especially because there's no iron resource nodes or anything like that from what I've seen. So having these set up is nice. The problem is that they do get interference from the board of the map. So if that blue zone, like, you see, it's not even close to the area that I've marked off, but you can see there is something in the way. An invisible area where something is just there and it's blocking the ship. Like, if I were to actually have placed a shipyard here, it wouldn't have worked because that little bit right down there would have been blocking it. So if you want to rely on ships heavily, like mid to late game, you need to be aware of where those areas are to optimize to place your ships for bringing in resources. Like, I can place one down here, and I'm going to try to see if I can get that set up. How's that going, by the way? It's getting there. But yeah, so that is something you need to be aware of. That is extremely crucial because the board of the map is annoying. Second thing, another map tip. These plateaus are annoying. Like, not even remotely. They are just annoying. In order to be able to use ships on them, you have to build down to a minimum height of 5. Or maximum height of 5. It can't be any higher than that. So you have all this land here that's kind of in the way more than anything. So if I were to restart from scratch, what I would do is I would just tear all this out, like what I'm doing over here. I'm just tearing all this plateau out to just make it level with this over here. In order to, one, be able to expand outwards more, because I can still expand out some more, so I figured I might as well. And two is just so that to try and make landing areas a bit easier to access for ships. Eventually, that's the idea. So if I were to restart this map, I definitely would do this, start something like this on much earlier on after cutting down all the trees. Because one, it's helped me to expand so much faster, and it's super annoying. This stuff getting in the way. But here's something else also I've discovered. For sand, you can get sand a little bit on the world map, and you can get it from crushing rock, which, by the way, rock is I believe it's this one. Nope. This one. Here it is. Some of these mines are infinite. Like the rock one is infinite, whereas the limestone one here you see is not infinite. So what you have to do is when you run out of those areas where it's not infinite, you have to trade. Like here's a settlement where you can trade for oil with either food pack or vehicle parts or whatever they want. As for how you want to do it, that's your choice. I'm not worried about that right now just yet, though. I am working on my iron. How's that going? Ooh, actually, it is getting down there, isn't it? Oof. I really hope I can get my factory up and going to produce parts and stuff for the map before then. Wait, shipyard. Has that always been a thing? Wait a minute. Can I? Did I just discover something while I was streaming just now? Wait a minute. Hang on. Wait. Did I just? I'm assuming the reason why I can't place it is because it has to be unique, but interesting. So your shipyard that is actually in my way right now, I can actually tear that up and move it? Copy. The ship sign. I will have to look into that because this is actually in my way because I need more people to get stuff up and built. So I was thinking expanding this out, but the shipyard was in the way. I am going to be investigating that some more because if I can move that out of my way, thank God, that is so going to help me out with building up a bunch of stuff here. But another interesting tip about things like sand and such. So there is a bunch of sand in the ocean, but apparently if you build over it, most likely what you can do is you can probably form something like a quarry, like over here with the dirt. You fill it in, and then you can just mine the sand out. So like if for some reason you want to like do that with sand, you can do that. Another thing I found accidentally from dumping some limestone over here, which I shouldn't have done, but I'm not going to worry about digging it out, is that it's recoverable. You can just dig up raw resources that you want and just move it somewhere else if you really want to. Like I dug up a bunch of limestone from here, moved it over here to my quarry to get out of the way to build this reactor setup. So that's a nice little tip. And this is my new farm area, which yeah, I'm still trying to adjust the values for fertilizer and such. I'm not too worried about that right now because that's still pretty new. Excuse me. I feel like that shipyard thing is new, but it might not be. So I have a spent fuel storage up. Oh yeah, each one of these reactors, it says it can produce 12, but if you do the math for this, it only looks like 6. No, they can do up to 8. This is 6. This is 12. And this is 18. I built one just to see what this slider does. The only difference is that there's less wiggle room between this green and red bar, which means there's more chance of the reactor overheating and creating problems, which I don't know what that does, but there you go. Sounded good there. Ooh, excuse me. But anyway, I think it is time. I only have 6 rods right now, and I hope at least one of them goes in there. Because really what I need more than anything is some brine. Once some brine gets created from this, then I'll be able to really go ahead and start producing. Because right now what's slowing me down is the fact that there is nowhere for the toxic slurry to go. Well, why don't you just dump the toxic slurry in the ocean? Because this is actually water positive. This process will actually produce more water than it consumes. It's weird. the toxic slurry formula basically produces more water than you will consume out of it. Like you're probably looking at it saying, oh, but 48 and 12. No, here's the thing. That 48 starts from back here with 24 acid. All right, let's go through the gold one. So 24 acid goes into here. Oh, I didn't hook these up. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Ew. Sorry. I don't like that. There we go. Oh, come on. So it starts here with the acid. That 24 acid, 16 of which goes into making 24 toxic slurry. So you're actually creating more toxic slurry than the acid that goes in. Not by much, but you are. And when you come back here, yeah, you're putting in 12 brine. But you're also using like 40. I've done the math. It's like for, what was it? Yeah, for the 12 water you put in, you get like 20 water back out of it at the end. And even if you take the brine into account, I think that's like only 15. If I remember correctly. I did the math before. It's like 15 or 18, something like that. But anyway, I did the math before, and it's pretty crazy. So without further ado, let me save real quick. Because I'm actually a little nervous about this. I have consumed so much oil and so much coal. What am I missing? Wait, what am I missing? What? Oh no, what am I missing? What's going on? Oh, because I paused all this over here. Ah, shoot, hang on. Let's get some of that back on and going. Or no, wait. Yeah, there should be more than enough down in there. What? Hang on. The game's being goofy. Game's being goofy. Come on. There it is. That's the problem. So let's keep it full. There we go. That should solve it, and then it'll deliver some real quick. Let's just pause that, because, yay, now I need to wait for the electronic bill. But you know what? While I'm thinking about it, we get that posted and this posted, just so I have that on my menu. I wish I could reorganize this. It's such a mess. It's one of the few things I wish I could do is reorganize this whole thing. It's such a mess. Oh yeah, another tip I discovered is you want to make sure you have plenty of these basic maintenance depots. Look at this. I have quite a bit of end tier stuff, and I think only once I actually start building the higher manufacturing stuff will I start to get into the yellow. Most of your maintenance is gonna go into the first tier maintenance. So my suggestion is plan to build more than one of these, whether you're going into endgame or not, because otherwise you're gonna have to be using a bunch of Unity to boost it up. And of course, that may or may not be doable for you. So my suggestion is just plan to build multiple maintenance depots, unlike what I did. Because even these big trucks here, they use the regular maintenance one. So yeah, something to just think about. Let's see, I need. Okay, yeah, they're not producing anymore, are they? No, they are not. Okay, good. I'm just gonna boost this because I want to hurry up and get this thing built for a little bit. Oh, it's taking so long to get there. I haven't done a recording or streaming since I did the Hollow Cure fireworks thing. That was, I'll be honest, the fourth was my worst. That was my worst night ever for 4th of July. I'm sorry, but between the smoke getting my eyes, and they didn't stop shooting the fireworks until like 1. It would have been incredibly funny because they fired off some power ones if I'd actually been able to record and play. It's really unfortunate that my last day had to end early just because of a little bit of smoke getting in my eyes, but I just couldn't see. I'm so disappointed. I hear that. I heard that, Mr. Boombox speakers. I've gotten really good at hearing those guys coming up now because I've had to keep an ear open for them whenever I'm streaming now. All right. Come on. So I think once this is done, I'm just gonna maybe put a little bit of manufacturing here, but what I might actually do is I might tear that out and just try to prepare a bunch of area here to build out. Yeah, because like this here, I've had to boost this now because it's now too much wastewater is being produced because too many people, just a little bit too many. So I'm thinking I need to hurry up and switch over to using this area over here soon. And then I need to get this moved however that's done. I definitely want to look up how to do that because if this works the way I think it does, that's going to be so useful. I was going to figure out what I'm going to do about the filter media. I was expecting the filter media to be something that would build up. I don't know why, but stupid settings. The game's definitely got some weird setting stuff, but hey, whatever. Come on, baby. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Only 8.8 Unity to build this immediately. I basically have been relying mostly on quick delivery for building stuff now, not just simply because I don't want to say I'm trying to save on fuel, more so because the trucks can't always reach all of my components now in some of my builds. So what I found is that you have to kind of use delivery to make up for the fact that your trucks won't always be able to reach it. In fact, one of the things I want to do is I want to try and get as many belts built as possible to try and reduce the amount of trucks running. So only the tankers are really using diesel. Boom. There we go. I'm going to leave that on boost because I still have all this extra stuff I want to build. It's not as necessary, but it's something I want to build. Okay. There we go. Now, unpause that. In fact, I'm probably going to want to get the mine back up and going. Do I have enough to get the uranium mine back up? Yes, I do. Okay, good. I can get the uranium mine back up and running again. Although because it's full, it's not actually registering as people going over there yet, so gotta remember that. Where are my reactor rods? So they're over here, so I just want to see them on the belt, what they look like. Oh, there they are. Okay. Okay, I see what they look like. They look like literally the rods and stuff. Alright, baby. Ooh, excuse me, it's getting late here. I'm definitely not going to be streaming for very long. I just want to give some quick tips on some things I've noticed with the game. And get my nuclear going. Come on, baby. Right here, let me pause. That so it doesn't go out that way. I want to try and push it all to go into my main reactor that I have built right now. I should have plenty of water for these 6 to run. Not any issues. Yeah, some of them got eaten up by that. I figured that would happen. Is it running? Oh. There we go. It should be... Did it just delete my fuel? Or is it actually running? Wait. Did it just delete my fuel? Wait a minute. I think it just deleted my fuel. I can't tell. Did it? I think it just deleted the fuel. Um... Bug? All right. We're reloading. Okay, sorry about this, everybody. I can't believe it actually deleted that. Oh, I built the reactor and that's what happens. There's no sandbox, so I can't test it out again, really, in single player or anything. But I would say if it happens again, I think I'm definitely going to report it because yeah, that's not good. But that also means that, God, you could literally waste so many nuclear rods by just trying to turn it up if that's the case. I hope it's not just, I hope it's just simply because I turned it on and not just simply because I actually adjusted that. I really don't know. That is actually rather worrying. I do not like that at all. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Also, I will probably not be streaming next week. I don't know. My week next week is going to be busy because I have to run home and go grab the keys for the apartment I'm moving into next school year. So I'm probably, I don't know yet. I don't know if I will stream on the weekdays or not. It depends upon whether or not I can even work extra hours to make up for the fact I gotta take a half day Friday next week. Um, there we go. It's starting to move. Researched tier 2 cargo dock is not dependent on tier 1 cargo dock. Fixes of vehicle jaws. Hmm. Okay, hang on. So first things first, I need to fix this. And then boost that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna wait now on that because holy cow, that's annoying. Alright, so pause that. Pause that. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna want to make sure this thing's up and running. So that's gonna delete my reactor. Nuclear uranium runs again when I have so little. I'm gonna be so annoyed. Yeah, there it is. Toxic 30. It's completely full on it. Excuse me, sorry. We'd probably already be winding down if that had actually worked. Ow. That annoys me. Here, I wanted to try and keep things constantly moving and exciting for anybody who watched the video, but what the heck? Oh, that's probably why I had it, thought I had it turned up, but it wasn't actually turned up. It reset. It's annoying. All right, let's quickly fix that. That. All right, I'm gonna wait for that to load in. Give me a minute. Speaking of breaks, I've been trying to snack on celery when I can here, but the problem is I've been getting times where I've been buying celery and it tastes bitter sometimes. Like it's not even like a consistent thing. It's like sometimes the pieces are bitter, sometimes it's not. I just don't know because I actually like enjoy snacking on celery. It's a nice thing because I can just grab it. I just buy bunches of it. I'd grab it out of the fridge and I'd eat it. But the problem is that since I keep getting bitter pieces now, it's like I'm not snacking on as much. So I don't know. I gotta figure that out because it would actually be nice to snack on that because it would be low in calories and nice to snack on. Plus, have water in it for hotter days. just remembered something I wanted to double check. Hang on. Yep, these are still overclocked. Let's turn that down. I don't need that overclocked anymore. Actually, you know what? Boost like half of it for production. Alright, now then. It's time. This time. Here we go. Is it actually working? Is it working? Is it? Is it glitched? What? There has to be something wrong here. Otherwise, why else is it that my 4 reactor rods that definitely went in there disappeared? I didn't do anything. Like, there is definitely nothing happening. Nothing's moving, nothing's reacting as if it's got steam. And I'm just giving it a minute to be sure, and I'm pretty certain looking at it. Yeah, something's wrong with the nuclear reactor. Well, this went from being an informative little video to a bug report very quickly. Okay, so I think I'll be going back out to the main menu to report that. Okay, that's very annoying. Yeah. Just gone. Just gone. Like, yeah, there's fans moving on it, but nothing's happening. It's been way longer than a minute now. At this point, we're going over 2 minutes. It's now to 3. Come on. Really? Hi, yeah, I see you in chat. Hello. Yeah, I was trying to start up a nuclear reactor in the game. Turns out it's bugged. Oh. Really? Nothing. It's been more than 3 minutes now. This thing should have put out something by now. Let me try something. I really don't want to have to do it, but I'll just dump a bunch of toxic slurry for now. It's like a temporary thing. Just to see if that fixes this. No, like, okay, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the nuclear reactor in the video game. No, my save game's fine. The reactor's not working. Like, I put 4 uranium rods in there, and it's just not going at all. It's not doing anything. So I'm going to try dumping a bunch of toxic slurry in the ocean and try and get production back up and going. I was trying to wait for the brine to come out, but at this point I need to find out if it actually is, if the reactors themselves are bugged, because this was going to be a major source of power for me. And if it is bugged, I need to report it to the devs. My save game is fine right now. Thank you, though. Oh, boy. Alright. I don't know how long this will take. Hopefully not too long. Yep, there we go. It's already making another one. Let's see. Let me double check a bunch of my stuff real quick. Yeah, this is overflowing. Turn that down. Turn that down. Can't. Turn that. Okay, that's just a regular car. Thank God it's not somebody blasting music outside. Alright. Come on. Please work. Right, you know what? Here, I'm just going to boost it. I want to hurry up and get a reactor rod in there, see if that'll fix this situation or not. Alright, there we go. 6 fresh rods. If this doesn't fix the reactor and nothing happens again, then I know for certain it's bugged. And I will definitely be ending the stream to put in a bug report for that, because that is super annoying. That the endgame power right now isn't even usable. Like, there has to be somebody else who's reached the endgame by now. I don't even play this game that seriously. I'm playing a bunch of other stuff too, and yet there have to be other people who've reached reactors by now. And noticed if anything's wrong. Okay. Okay. Going in. And it's just deleting the rods. Yeah, there's nothing. Unless, of course, you need a certain amount of rods to start it up. Let me double check. Maybe, is there some kind of misunderstanding I have about them? Nuclear power plant. Yeah, there's not a lot out there for it. I'll have to do some research into it. Yeah, that's the problem, though. You put in a rod and nothing's coming out. There isn't even spent fuel coming out. Yeah, I don't even have any spent fuel. I've put in like 10 rods into this thing. I don't have any spent fuel. There's nothing coming out of this. Nothing. No steam, no spent fuel. It just, the rods go in and then they just disappear. It's bugged. It has to be. Oh, I hope that's not a bug, like, pardon into my save file. Because I really would not want to have to restart. I'll have to look into this. Oh. Is it frozen? What the heck? Really? God dang it, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, literally, I've put in, like... What just happened? Why is that working? What? What is going on? What just happened? No, 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 no. Okay, wait. What? What just happened? There was 10 rods in there, and the second I look away, it's working again? What? What just happened? What? What? That was... I really wish the video hadn't been frozen there so you could have seen that properly. That was not working a minute ago. And now it's working and now it's overloaded. How? This pipe's capable of carrying 450 steam per minute. Wait, did it do like... Wait. Unless... No. Wait a minute. Hold on. Does it? What if it needs a certain amount of reactor rods to work? What if that's why there's so many output ports? Because it does like a batch of reactor rods and you just don't realize it. That might explain what happened. Because this pipe should be more than capable of... Whoa, why is that throughput so low? Oh no, that's 7.5 per second. What the heck is going on with that? Okay, I'm gonna see what happens here again. I have a sneaking suspicion what's happening here is that maybe what's happening is that it's trying to do like a batch of 10 or something. That might be it. I'm gonna try repairing it. We're gonna find out. So turn it up to 1. Right now it's not doing anything. 2. Oh. Turn it up to 2 and it's doing something now. Okay, wait, it's working now. Weird. Oh, why is it still going? Why is it still going up in temperature? What the heck? What? This pipe should be able to handle 450. What's going on? Also, why does that say 7.5 now? Wait a minute. What the heck just happened? What just happened to my game? What is going on? What? I think my game's glitching out. Hmm. Or did I hit a button or something and I didn't realize it? Yeah, you guys don't like the radiation. Yeah, yeah, I get it. Why is that overheating? I don't like that. Why is it doing that? This thing should be more than capable of handling... Oh, dang it. Yeah, because of the radiation. That's fine. Just... What is going on here? This is so weird. I may have to do some playtesting off stream to figure this out because something definitely went wrong before. And now it's working as it should. The thing that's worrying me is the fact that this pipe should... Yeah, there. Okay, now it says 450 out of 60 again. There's something weird going on here. I think the reactors are bugged. They must not be, like, perfected yet or anything because clearly something's wrong. My text is changing. My pipes are somehow not able to handle the full load of the reactor. Like, this should be able to handle it. Yeah, there it goes. It's overloading again. What is going on? These pipes should be more than capable of handling that. They have a throughput of 450 per 60 seconds. This thing's only outputting at a rate of 95.9 or 96. How is it not able to handle it if it turns it up by only 2? What is going on? Is anything else freaking out? Besides the fact there's a bunch of people missing in a bunch of areas? That looks fine. Numbers look fine over here. I don't know what's up with that. The only thing I can think of is that the reactors must somehow be bugged. That is interesting. Because these pipes should be more than capable of handling the steam that these reactors put out. So why are they struggling so much? There must be something about the reactors and the way they work that is mechanically different from either the rest of the stuff in the game or is not being explained properly. I have a feeling I'm going to need to playtest this some more for sure off stream because this is very strange. I was hoping to power 18 megawatts of generators from this, but at this point I can only power 1, and that 1 is barely running. Why is that barely running? Whoa, something's definitely wrong. This is not outputting right at all because this should be able to produce enough steam to keep up with this. Because 48 and 48 is 96. Something's wrong. Something is very, 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 very wrong here. Yeah, this is my first time with nuclear, so this is very interesting. It's producing way too much heat, and the amount of steam that's coming out doesn't match at all what it should be. Unless, of course, maybe it's the outlet port. There is like 3 other ports here. Let me try something real quick. That's not going down, and there's no steam coming out of there. But what happens if I turn up to 2? It's definitely bugged somehow because, yeah, it's definitely bugged. It's definitely bugged. Because the steam's only coming out of here right now. So, let me try one more thing. That is so weird. Let's see if I can get it to reach over here. See what happens when I do this. Okay, once more. It's still getting too hot and it's not outputting over here. Interesting. Or maybe, no, it couldn't be. Could it? Could it? Oh my god. That's what it is. Oh my god. I think I understand exactly what's going on. I know exactly what it is. This isn't a pipe for steam. This is for the emergency cooling. I think that's what it is. This is where you're supposed to plug it in. Okay, so there are specific ports that you have to plug the water and the steam in and out of in order to properly be able to get the power in and out of it. That's what it is. That's why it wasn't working right down here. I mean, it's still struggling to power these right now, which is a little weird. I don't know why. But the fact that I've now figured at least part of the problem makes me feel a lot better. So what happens now when I turn it up to 2? It's handling it okay. Yeah, that's what it is. That is what it is. Oh my god. So you have to plug it into these ports up here for nuclear to work properly. This is just for the emergency stuff. That makes so much more sense now. That explains so much. Yeah, it's the safety mechanism area. So if you want the power, that's why the steam wasn't going through right and wasn't cooling it properly. It's because there wasn't enough going through. This is just for emergencies, and this is where the steam and water has to go through for generating power or for generating turning the water into steam. Okay, interesting. I wasn't expecting that. That is very interesting. Huh. Is it actually powering this up? Now, see, here's the other thing that's got me. It should be able to power these, but it's struggling. It's struggling way too much. Oh, wait a minute, is it? Yeah, okay, so the priority system on this isn't working right. That's what the issue is. Oh, okay. I was trying to set it up so that I could control the amount so that I don't waste a bunch of extra steam and power. So like the priority steam would go up here, but it looks like the priority mechanism isn't working right. Oh god damn! Why does the truck not have fuel? Oh boy. Yeah, yeah, potatoes and stuff. Give me a minute here. I gotta turn this down. Canola. That's high supply of naphtha. Oh, okay. I need to turn this on. Cannot store all sugarcane after harvest. No available place to dump. Oh, there's nowhere to dump? No, there is not. Oh, I bet I know what it is. Yeah, that's what the issue is. Okay, so I need to clean this up. 1 minute. Rock. Waste. Slag. And dirt. There, that'll fix that. Has low supply of water. Has no designations to be mined. Okay, edit area. Interesting. Okay, so that explains a lot of things. I have some ethanol being made, yes, but there's a lot of other stuff I have being worked on. But the ethanol that I'm making from sugarcane. since I've got a bunch of farms going and I got the fertilizer, I figured I might as well do it. I'm just trying to turn down the farm so I don't consume so much. Okay, so it looks like if I want this to work properly, I have to, there's at least two things I've discovered with reactors. One, you have to plug them into the port up here. And two, it looks like in order for them to power the generators properly, you have to have it on at full blast. So I bet I need to turn this up all the way. And hopefully with that, that should hopefully cause the generators here to run at full blast. Might as well just turn off the priority since it's not really working anyway. Why are the generators not working now? Oh, come on. What now? There should be plenty of steam. Hmm. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Why, oh, why are these not running right? Yeah, it's turning on and off way too quickly. What is going on? Why is this not running? Auto balance is off. It should totally be running right now. What? What is going on? Now my turbines are freaking out. Why? I just want nuclear power. Oh. Why are the turbines not working right? Something's wrong with the turbines. What's wrong? I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this. It's clearly something's wrong. This reactor should be more than capable of outproducing the turbines. Alright, let me try turning one of them off and see what that does. What's going to happen to the rest? They're still not running right. Like, what is going on with this? The priority's off now, but maybe it is the pipe balancer itself. I could try taking the pipe balancer out, see if that fixes it. That's a good point. Let me try that. Delete that, get that out of the way. Alright, that's the first pipe balancer out. Move that. Oh, and the reactor went critical, of course. God damn it. Okay, yeah. Um, Doesn't want to connect up there, so there maybe? Just try this. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I gotta delete that all now? Alright, sure. Alright. Take that, remove that, put that in. Take this, hook this up like that. It's still not wanting to run right. I mean, granted, it's not really running, but even so, it's not running right at all. Let's try it. Okay, now start back up. Reactor? There we go. Okay. Let's see if this fixes the issue with the pipes. Or, not the pipes, the, generators. Yeah. I know I don't have enough workers. I know. Come on. Just keep this running right now. I'm probably going to end up restarting this and just starting back where I started at the start of the stream again. Just to be safe and redo a bunch of stuff. But at this point now, I want to figure out what's going wrong and what's working right. Yeah, the turbines still aren't working right. It's still not working right. Unless this is going to either be stupid or brilliant, and I don't know yet. Come on. There we go. Go in there. Try this. Try that. And then remove that. Now, will the turbines work properly with this? Oh, hang on. Sorry, living in a city area means I have to deal with people blasting their radios, and when they do, I have to mute the microphone because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube just in case. That still isn't working properly. It's even got its own dedicated pipe. Interesting. It's like it's clogging or something. What is... Hang on, what's the priorities on these? Maybe... Oh, wait. Interesting. So it's the power generators that are the issue. They need to be set to a high enough priority to turn on, otherwise the turbines don't work properly. What? Really? Really? Okay, I'm gonna make some notes here for tomorrow, because yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back and clean up some stuff and redo some stuff here. Alright, so I need to change the priority on the power turbines, and I also need to fix up the piping. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Fix reactor piping and fix see. All right. Because, yeah, it seems to be working fine now. Interesting. I don't know why it's doing that. It should just be going, 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 I thought, but maybe that's just my misassumption. No, there's... It would have a red icon over it if there was workers needed. Let's see, is there... Down here? No. Right here. If the workers were missing, this would show here. And if you were to click on it, you would also see there's workers missing, but there's no workers missing here. So the only thing I can think of is that it has something to do with the power priority. Because the power priority was too low, for some reason these were not getting enough power. There is one other possibility of something that might help with that, though. Just something I want to try here. Oh. Honestly, probably not worth it at this point, but I'm just trying stuff out because I'm going to have to restart anyway once after I go to bed here, so tomorrow I'm probably going to have to restart this anyway. So let's see. What happens if I put a flywheel in? What am I missing? Oh. Yeah, I'm literally don't have enough stuff over here. Hang on. What was that? Temporarily. There we go. Let's see if the flywheel makes any difference, just out of curiosity. Oh, it does. This is what I was seeing before, and this was what I was expecting. So maybe I need to install a flywheel then. Maybe that's what it is. Hang on, let me try turning this back down to P11 and see what that does. Yeah, not running as efficiently. So the flywheel did help for a little bit. But because there's no power demand, it just keeps on spinning. Okay, so definitely the power priority... You're just trying to understand the mechanics. Basically, what I'd say right now is that the issue with the reactors and this is that it's definitely a little weird. But what I'd say is that the steam turbines will not generate power at all if there's no demand at all from these power generators. I have another power plant. No, what the flywheel does is it's basically like a kinetic battery is the idea. So the idea is that it holds a certain amount of megawatts per second. So the idea is it's basically like a battery, but kinetic is the way to put it. I don't know if you heard of the idea. But the reason why this is giving me trouble right now, I'm realizing now, is because these power generators have priority for production. But it's lower than my power production that I have set up over here in my oil plant. So because of that, it's not actually demanding anything from the turbines, so the turbines aren't trying to spin. So I bet one thing would be if I were to turn that off, turn these guys off, I wonder if that would help a little bit. Let's see what that does. Oh, I saw one on. There we go. One of them came on. Yeah, that's what it is. So the problem is that the reason why the turbines aren't spinning properly most likely is because of the fact that there's no power generation required from these guys. If power generation was required, it might work better. So I think I'm definitely going to have to go through and reset a bunch of the priorities here tomorrow. Yeah. I think I might also still try the priority with the pipeline thing, because that has always worked until now. So I think the only reason why it wasn't working was because the turbines were just a little glitchy. Alright. Okay. Oh, there goes my notebook. Interesting. So, the flywheel probably isn't necessary then. It's probably unnecessary. So I probably won't have the flywheel in then. Well, yeah, and it's not just simply about the jobs. It's more so that the diesel generators, there's like a list of priorities for power generation. Like the diesel generators were listed as like 10. These are listed as 9, whereas my main power is currently, or these are listed as 11. My main power is currently listed as 9. The diesel generators were taking the priority to generate any power that my current power generation was producing. And because there was no power production required from these guys, they just weren't spinning at all. They just weren't producing any power. So in turn, the turbines weren't spinning. That's what the issue was. The jobs aren't an issue. The jobs will fill themselves back up. I'm not even worried about that. Yeah, I'd say I think that's what it is. Let me do. So, like, if I were to turn this one here, this power generator up to 1, what's going to happen is this one's going to come on at full power, and it's going to require power from the turbines. That's going to make them actually work more. Yeah, so I think I had the right idea before. I think the issue was... Yeah, I think the issue was the power priority. I got to set up some power priority if I want this to work properly. I do want to go completely nuclear power production. That's the idea because late game, right now, what I'm using to produce silicone is these arc furnaces. And these things require 750 kilowatts of power per reactor. What's going to happen is in the tech tree, if I go all the way to the end, there is an upgraded version of that, but it's used in all metals production called the arc furnace 2. I have no idea what the power production on this is, but if it's anything like this arc furnace, it's going to be a power hog. Not only that, but nuclear is just kind of a little bit easier to power. Whereas with like coal and oil, I'm having to constantly like keep an eye on it. I want to basically make my power generation less hands-on and more just ignore it and just let it go kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to go for with my power generation. Oh, cannot reach destination. Where are you trying to go? Oh, right, because that's blocked. That's fine. That was just something temporary I did. I don't need this anymore. Let's just get that out of the way for that. Yeah, so power production is going to definitely be a problem, especially because the next tier of production that I need to work on with robotics. So the assembly robotics, this requires 50 kilowatts, and this one requires only 30. But the biggest consumer for power with these guys is going to be the fact that I need these data centers. And these data centers, well, they consume power based upon more servers, and you need more servers for more of these robotic assembly plants. So, yeah, it may not be much, but when you add it up, 10 teraflops for 50 kilowatts, and you need 4 teraflops for just one of these buildings. So just have 3. I don't have enough servers to prove it, but okay, so for 2, you'd have to produce an extra 40 kilowatts. So the arc furnace 2 requires 1.4 megawatts. Oof, yeah, okay, maybe I don't have enough. I'm almost thinking maybe then I should install more. I wonder if I should upgrade this more. It's so compact already, and I'm right on the edge of the space, so I really don't have the room. But maybe I should consider building a third nuclear production site. Yeah, I know about the water cooling. I saw that in the recipe. I just wasn't sure how much power it consumes. So with 1.4 megawatts for each of them. Oh my god. This is nowhere near enough. Oh my god. Oh no. I'm just realizing this is nowhere near enough. Oh my god. This is 72 megawatts here. That's not going to be enough. I need. Oh, I would need so much power reduction. I think, you know what, I'm going to be honest. I think this game save file might be a flop for me. Not like in the sense of like buggy, but just in the sense that I've realized too much. Like I've realized how much the map size is limiting me now. I don't think I have enough room to do what I want to do and to also get all the power in. Like I may have to abandon the save file, take a break from the game, and then come back and restart a new save file with a bigger world available to me. Because if what you're saying is true, that it requires 1.4 megawatts per arc furnace, too, yeah, this alone here is going to consume how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16? That's 16 megawatts plus 4 times 16, not 80, but 70, 64, 6.4. So this right here alone is going to consume almost 22 megawatts of power. That's more than one of these. That's just one nuclear reactor's worth of power. That's not enough. Nope. That is nowhere near enough. Oh my god. That's nowhere near enough for what I want to do. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to abandon this save file and restart on a new save file at some point. I probably won't do it right away because I'm a little annoyed, but yeah, that's not going to be anywhere near enough power for what I want. Oh, dang it. That annoys me. Oh, the water cooling wouldn't have been an issue, but the power consumption is definitely going to be an issue. It's just the arc furnace 2s is going to consume so much power. Yeah, I think between that and my copper production, which I never built, yeah. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12. And then this here I think is like 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. So I was a little high, but this up here makes it 14. So yeah, no matter how you look at it, that's going to be almost that's going to be most of my power production just going towards this and this. That's not even going to be including the fact that I want to do glass and concrete. And then all the robotic factories, all the microchip factories. Yeah. I think I've learned a very valuable lesson here today. No, yeah, the data center requires water cooling, but that requires power as well. Because I think if I remember correctly, where was it? Yeah, the water chiller requires 80 kilowatts, which isn't too bad, but still. Yeah, I think just looking at everything and now not knowing about the power requirements, I don't think I have anywhere near enough production and anywhere near enough room for what I want to do. from what I'm hearing, it sounds like I almost need my reactor to be like more than 2 times the size. I think it almost needs to be 3 times this size. And I don't have the space for that. Because then this needs to be 3 times the size. 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 That's a massive area that would go just towards power generation and would not leave me any more room for production. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to abandon this. All right, well, it was good to learn about the reactor stuff. I'm not even going to save it because I did so much janky stuff there towards the end. Thanks for chilling in. It's nice to have actually somebody stop in the stream and talk to a little bit. Plus, I learned a little bit. But I think this will be my last play in this game for a while, just mostly because, yeah. Plus, also, I'm working with a janky setup here with 2 different laptops. I can't wait to go back home and get back on my regular computer. But until then, I think that's going to be it. Um, Thanks for stopping in, Daryl Smith. Thanks, man. I learned a little bit from you now that I know that about the arc furnace, so I think I'll definitely be restarting this at some point, both because there's a lot of stuff I want to redo, and there's some stuff I definitely need more room for. So, no, I do have a desktop. It's just that I'm doing an internship for school stuff right now, so I'm traveling. So I've got my school laptop streaming, and I've got a gaming laptop from years ago that I bought that I'm using for that, and I've got a capture card, a little cheap capture card going right now. So it's been working okay. I've had issues though, but definitely it's nowhere near as powerful as my desktop back home. Although even that thing's starting to show its age. I hate being back in school. It costs so much money. Thanks for stopping in, man. Thanks for stopping in, man. Have a good night. Take care.